got ourselves, oh, I gotta cancel that really quickly. Agony going for a bit of a knockback as to summon up an entire army. Thark trying to see if he can maybe withstand the might of the unholy Death Knight. The guy got a lot of that glass cannon gameplay, trying to go for the cannon, but it is still fairly glass. It is going to be a full root, dropping down a dome. If Thark can just wait out the dome, maybe he could get around the corner with a couple Maelstrom and go for a couple of plinks of lightning bolt. I think he could potentially make something work there, especially if he got himself the tier set together. Primordial short stun by Agony, wants to go in, get a bit of damage done, back away, silence on the Thark, locking him out, unable to go for defensives or offensives. Actually might be in a lot of trouble. Wall together with the Guardian Spirit, wants to go hyper aggressive here. Agony with an IBF, just trying to take up some damage taken, but the man, like I said, glass cannon does a lot of damage, but also takes a lot of damage. There goes the totem, taking it out very quickly. That's going to be a counteract totem, or counter-strike totem, that is not going to be able to reflect the damage back to the DK. Does break out of the lasso with the human racial. Not a lot of health for the Death Knight. Thark may just take him here. Deathstrike's barely keeping the man alive. Got himself the army, and Thark does go in for Frost Shock to tube the DK to a Frosty Grave, but it's going to be Rosie up next, trying to take down Thark. Last time we fought Thark, I don't think he's ever had a proper honor. No, last game was a proper honor duel versus Thark, wasn't it? I kind of want those two to go again and like be the first ones off the bat, right? All cooldowns available, everything bloody, gonna be up next. Full Crusade Wings, but Rosie got mad damage into a darkness, got himself a blur, plenty of defense, bubble out for bloody. That's actually a fantastic set of cooldowns for Rosie to get out of the Paladin. She's gonna get a stun around the corner. Blade Dancer right after, got yourself a cleave. If you got Care Strikes, you might be okay. Searing Glare is gonna prevent a lot of damage. Got yourself immunity. This is good. This is good. Bloody looking to catch up in healing, but Paladins don't have a lot of healing. A lot of them have that instant cast Flashlight, which does a little bit of recovery, but they can just stand still and fully recover stun right after. Bloody at no health whatsoever. He's got himself Leo in hands. The big button is being used. Rosie backing up out of there, maybe waiting for some cooldowns. Might want to somehow find himself a way to press the advantage. Needs an I-beam, needs the metamorphosis to be able to get any kind of healing. Blade Dancer full of stun. If you can lock down the Paladin long enough, you might be okay. Does not want to play around the Paladin. Burst the Rosie's panic mode right now. I don't know if you have a blur. I don't know if you got yourself a vengeful retreat. You'll need to use something. Try to go for short dots. Ultra Bloody. Hold on. Does Bloody die to dots? He might. Hold on a second, Sigil. He just dropped down a satchel charge around the boxes. He dropped down C4 and then just let it go. Are you kidding me? Demon Hunter, dude, with the sigils? Yo, there could be a Sapper playstyle for rogues in the future. Imagine just dropping down a Sapper pack, it explodes fire damage like original fire, or what is it, explosive trap for hunters? The one that did fire damage, not the one that exploded you and sent you flying off of a cliff. Rosie trying to get back in versus Beastly is going to try to see if he can maybe get himself an interrupt. Needs an interrupt on one of these casts. Soul Rot is going to get full dots on the guy with a Dark Layer. Still taking a lot of damage though. Beastly backing up out of there. Catches the drain. That's going to be a good execute. Just a quick old suck out the man's life out of him. My goodness, the amount of execute damage that does is actually quite good. Like kill shot potential. Is Beastly given an honor duel right now? I think Flex is trying to give him as much of an honor duel as possible. I like that Heritage set, by the way. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The homie. If only they had, like... You guys don't have a mage in your team. Yeah. Wait. Flex, you could give him the pet to, like, drain auto. If you really wanted to have a proper duel, if you park the pet next to Beastly, let him, like, drain until he gets full health, that would be, like, a way for him to have at least a full entire health bar. If you wanted to. It's really up to you, though. Or no? Dots immediately. BC stunned up. Flex trying to find an angle, trying to see if he can go for he got a steer set. He's got himself the spear, so he's gonna give him a lot more crit damage. Potentially could be good. That's gonna be a quick fear onto Flex right after him. Trying to go for binding shot onto BC. Does get to establish it. Wall could be coming out of Warlock anytime soon. Does go for the big Oblivion. Flex does catch him in an intro. Needs one big kill shot. There's gonna be BC catching up a big heal. Flex taking quite a bit of damage though. So far, he can't remove the dots anymore, can't he? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna no longer remove dots. I forgot about that. That's a PvP talent change that happened in this patch. He can wait out those dots and go for a mending bandage, but he can't just go feign death anymore to remove those dots entirely. Trying to see if he can dive into camo with him and his pet. making sure to get himself a proper opener. Beast to get himself a whole new set of Warlock Hellstones. Freeze and Trap. DJ should be able to maybe get himself a good opener. Explosive to start. Death Chakram with a Harpoon into a Spear. Does cancel it out. Immediately trying to go for the biggest damage possible. Grenades getting sent in. Mortal Coil. If you're available for Beast, he got himself wall and everything. This way he either goes in for damage or find himself a bit of survivability. Trying to go for Soul Rot. Huge dots on Flex. Hold on, Flex might still die to dots. Hold on. Top G. Let Flex sit here. Is he gonna die to dots? Hold on. If he dies to dots, that still counts towards Beastly. If he dies to dots right here, it still counts towards Beastly. What do you do in this situation? He literally just laid down. Oh my goodness. Beastly does still get the kill from the grave. There's literally nothing a hunter can do anymore. You used to be able to feign death those dots off, and now you can't do anything. Big sniper shot into the back. A Stop G having to leap in. That's going to be chimeric coursing through his veins. Does get a stun on Necro, who he's going to shrink it out. Trying to disengage. Big damage out of the warrior. Does not want to give Necro an opportunity to recover whatsoever. Got him some full defense with a freezing trap. Stop G needs just a little bit more mobility. Charge traps keeping him in place. Charge towards Necro. Needs one more big execute into a turtle shell. Does get himself a little bit of the defense and is going to go for a knockback onto Top G. Got himself reflecting kids, just another freezing trap waiting for the guy. Necra needs to find another angle. Top G as a Fury Warrior is going to start healing if you don't regularly deal damage to his health bar, because that second one is going to start kicking in. He needs to take some sort of damage to his health at all times. Slow, Top G with a charge stun. There's nothing he could do. One big execute into a rampage. Trying to see if he can take the damage into Supa, but a breath meets him immediately with a poly right after. Does Supa get himself the proper setup? Into a reflect for Top G. Knockback does not go anywhere in case. Actually, in fact, he got rooted instead. Flurry into Ray of Frost is going to be a lot of damage. Yet another root. Oh no, these roots on his charges. Random roots on your charges is so unfortunate. A Supa does. How you. What a facial? What Rachel. I was gonna say, how did he bail out of this so quickly? He's not a warlock. This is gonna be a stun. Does get hit with a Nova into a yet another charge. Does he go for a reflect? He does get the reflect into a stun onto Supa. Supa has himself a damage opportunity right now. Apparently he has himself Icy Veins. Where's your pet? Or it says you have Icy Veins, but I don't think you have a pet. Also, does he play on Snowdrift? He doesn't play Snowdrift. There goes the pet. There goes the Frostbolts. Trying to go for flurries. Big setup. Glacier Spike. Does he get it? Oh my goodness. The missile just got sent. Oh my. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. I did not already nerfed. Who AA? Demon Hunters? They did get nerfed for PvP a little bit. The bursty elements, but sustained damage and burst is still decent, I'd say. Frost bolts out onto Blood Dagger, trying to see if he can get on top of Super, but that explosive cold Frost Bomb, it does a number of damage into a vanish by Blood. Does not have any more vanishes. Cloaker Shot is being used right now, so Super no longer has to deal with the rogue that has any more vanishes. That's all. All those vanishes have been used. He does not play him similar to Grifka, where he uses it to get cooldown reduction. He rather uses it to get super hyper aggressive. Polymer for after. Does it give him a chance to reset? No. Actually, maybe it's poly. I don't know what kind of poly Super is running them, because he might be running the poly where the enemy can get himself health recovery, but I can't really tell. That was way too quick. That is a trick out of Blood though. No longer has one. No shadow mode. Only evasion available. Needs to make sure he has himself a clean go. I feel like if Blood Dagger was Assassination here, I think the CC between the silences and the stuns and the bleeds might have actually served him better than playing Subtlety. That's like a big opener spec where a mage could just blink your entire opener, trying to see if he can hit him with a Nova. Does not quite connect. Could go for a Blizzard around the corner. Does not get to find the Blood. Does get to maneuver his way around those boxes. Super picking up a second eye. And if he's careful, he should hopefully be able to find Blood. Does he think Blood is in this set of boxes? Definitely sees him. Sap. Blood should be able to get away, unless he wants to make this into an aggressive opener. Does he go for it? Do you just Shadow Strike to see if it blinks? I feel like at this point you probably want to see if you can Shadow Strike if you blink. Does not blink. Instead, it's going to be Ultra Time immediately into a Vanish, but Blood does get himself another Vanish. That means actually Cloaker Shot is coming back up really soon. Interesting. Kidney Shot does have another blink. It's going to be stabbed by Blood. Try to see if he can get himself a bit of a play. Super with a bit of a repositioning. That's going to be a cold Blood. Does hit him with a full secret technique. Trying to go for a poly. Does not get a kick out of the rogue at all. Cheap shot right after. Trying to see if he can get himself some kind of CC on the guy. Finally, it's going to be a Ring of Frost. Knows that you can just Shadow Step out of it though. But Frost Bomb with another poly. Maybe get himself a decent setup. Flurry with a Frostbolt. That's going to be a Cloaker Shadows for the rogue. That is a pretty big defensive. Does have 40 seconds until it vanishes back up. Super wants to play defensive, wants to sit down, get himself as much food as possible. Blood may end up walking into the flames. He does not. The flames, they're in the ground, but they're not really like touching whoever is touching the ground, I guess. Touching the top of platform, top side platform, top of platform. Come on. At least use English words now. What is this, dude? Oh, man. Super does sit down, get himself a bit of a reset. Has himself 2 blocks, I think, still. So for Blood, that is a lot to go through. Does have Vanish come back up very, very, very soon. Cheap Shot does have himself dances Super with a bit of a back blink. Got himself a alter time in case he needs it. A gooder position away from Blood. Got himself full flagellation. The man's trying to have himself a full all-in go. That's going to be a advantage to Sid as the mage got himself a bit of a setup. Does Blood have anything keeping him out of stealth? No. It's actually clean. That is a lot of offenses he used, though. That was Shadow Blades. That was flagellation. That was everything. And he was doing a lot of damage, and then an alter time just turned it around for him completely. Eyes not available for either side for now. So it's really down for Super to maybe randomly get Blood Dagger out in the open. But as long as the rogue is chilling, I don't think he can get him out, can ya? Yeah, wait, why are you dancing on his corpse? What are you trying to do? You're trying to lay down with your homies? Is that what's happening? What are you doing to Bloody? Oh, man. I think he's just trying to cuddle up with a homie, yeah? I'll take it for link me the towns, by the way. I'm gonna read them afterwards. Cheap Shot onto Super with a Gorma's Bite. Got himself a breath. Does Dagger have a trinket, though? I have no idea. UI does not really show trinkets properly. He does have a trinket. Burned it right then and there. The eyes should be coming back up soon, right? I feel like the eyes, at least on that far side, should be coming back up very, very soon. Super still has himself on Ice Block in case things get rough. Dagger got himself Cloak and Advantage, so he's got himself enough time spent in the arena to start recuperating some of those abilities a little by little. Immediate blink, kidney shot right after, trying to go for a bit of a secret technique setup. All the time available for Super, try to get himself as many shields as he can to survive this. Maybe an Ice Block situation. Knockback on the Rogue. If you can keep him out in the open, he might be okay. Shot him out right after. You know where the Rogue is at. Ring of Frost, Blizzard, should be able to catch him. Does knock him out in the open. You want to stay far away so he doesn't shadow step to you into a freeze. Ring of Fire right after. Should hopefully catch the Rogue. Got himself a Cloak of Shadows. That is a pretty big defensive. Super going maybe to pick up the eye? No. How have the eyes not spawned yet? I feel like the eyes should have spawned, like this one specifically should have spawned by now. Sap onto Super might be an Ice Block. Does he go for it? Blink immediately. I think Ice Block right here, yeah? Oh no! I think he was trying to see if he can maybe just survive without blocking. He thought he was okay. But at this idea happening, I don't know. Those shields don't hold up anymore. So BC does get 2. It actually counted as well. BC does get 2. Let's go. I like that. Let's get us another going, boys, yeah?